Hi guys, it's Alexa here with Kelowna Now, and I'm sitting down with the beautiful Anita Parker. And this is our second episode, and we're kind of just gonna wing it again. And let's tell everyone what's our new brand.
Wisdom, wealth, well-being.
Okay, so we're gonna share some hopefully wisdom today.
Oh, we are sharing wisdom today. 1000%. Thank you for having me back.
Yeah, so can you tell everyone kind of what we're hoping to talk about today?
Today, we're going to talk about real connections and creating real impact. And I think this is a really important one, especially for people who are embarking on entrepreneurship or searching for a genuine, authentic community.
So you've had a ton of experience in the business world and different industries. Maybe let's start basic. Let's say you're a new business or you're an entrepreneur. What would be the advice you would give someone to try and go and connect or reach out to others?
Okay, I love this question because this is an important one. So we were just talking about this before we got on air, was the whole, people think I just moved here last fall. I've been in Kelowna for 18 years, and I was not involved in the business world. What I do know to be true is this, is that I care deeply about things, and things that I'm very passionate about, I will do the things to create and cultivate those situations. So here's my wisdom to those seeking is that put yourself in rooms. You're going to figure out your path, what community you really want to connect with, what businesses, what other thought-thinking leaders. It takes time, but put yourself in those rooms. And that's exactly what I did. I was looking to surround myself with people that were, one, further along the road than I was. This is really important because if you're surrounding yourself with people who are nowhere in the world that you're in and they have all that free advice, or people who are in the same boat together collectively, you should be seeking people who are already doing the things that are, again, further up the road than you are. So that for me was massive. And then things that are really aligned with what you're doing. So yes, I find myself supporting other amazing humans that are doing what I'm doing. And people who are in alignment with the mission that I am on. And that's a really important thing. And if they're not exactly on the same mission, it's like, what can I learn from them? So being open-minded is really huge. Because even if you're in hospitality, for example, but you meet someone in the business world that is doing other things that are not hospitality aligned, they may have some amazing knowledge for you that you could use as awesome tools to grow your business. That's why it's really important. Like, register with the Chamber of Commerce. Doing a plug for you guys. I'm not because I'm being paid to. Let's make that clear. It's just, that's what I did. I got registered with the Chamber. Getting a business license obviously is very important. Please do that if you're in business. And just finding out what's happening in your community for events. Trying out those different types of events, not just ones that are like yours.
So I think what really, out of those that amazing wisdom you just gave everyone, what I took to heart was that you are just putting yourself out there, but not, when you go to an event, it is what you put out too. So I could go to an event, and if I'm not, you say it all the time, even with compliments and stuff. Oh, you're not accepting today, right? So same thing, like you can't expect to go out into the business community or just charities or anything with your arms kind of closed, because that's what you're going to get. Because some people might go to an event and be like, well, that was awful. But how was your energy? Were you trying to stand out? Were you making an effort? Because it can be scary to go to those events and feel like, all those people know each other. They all have connection, but why am I here? So how do you, did you have you always been like that, where you've just like, you're really good at bringing everyone together, but did you have to work at pushing yourself into those not awkward scenarios, but you really put yourself out there? Did you have your arms open at the beginning?
And I think this is it, is that when I was learning and
Yeah.
trying to understand, I love that you use this body language, this gesture. I would literally like talk to myself in my head, being like, put your shoulders down so you're in a position physically to receive. So was I always this person? Of course not. Yeah. None of us are who we are today. We evolved to get there. And when I started business here last September, I knew what I was already walking. I knew that I wanted to create a deeper impact. And the only way to do that is to actually go up to people and start talking to them. Yeah. Which is not normal for everyone. I literally was just co-hosting an event this weekend, and I would literally go up to people, and because I know how I want to be treated. So when I hear people sometimes say, you know, I want to manifest this, this, and this, and I'm like, amazing. So are you putting yourself in situations to do those things? Because if you're sitting at home talking about manifesting and then you're not doing any actions for that, that's different. So I get this comment said to me regularly, like, you really care. And I really, yes, of course I care. Things that I'm passionate about, that are of purpose, 1,000%. And I think if we just get a little vulnerable of like not being afraid of what people think and showing up in our belief of what we're up to, it just keeps the doors keep opening. Yes.
So is there a specific, I mean, this could go back in your 18 years even being in Kelowna or the last year. Is there a certain story or something that you had this amazing connection with another business or entrepreneur and you're like, I want more of it? Like, is there a story out there that comes to?
I love this question.
Yeah, it just comes.
You know, what's interesting is that, I think you know this, I was a dental hygienist and in the industry for 26 years. I literally wore a mask on my face. Yeah. And I remember even things like, you know, yes, I have meaningful things to say and share in the industry and help, you know, patients, etc. But I felt like I was literally being covered of the things that I was really supposed to do, except I didn't know what they were. My kids were young. I always knew I wanted to be of service. And I remember my oldest brother saying to me, because I was like, I just want to do these things. He's like, well, what are they? I'm like, I don't know. There's a plan for me.
A bigger one.
He's like, Anita, you are doing those things right now. You are being of service to your children, creating these and molding these amazing humans. Think about that. Your time will come. And I would say just those connections with patients and getting to know them. And a few of them would say, like, you need to like be talking and sharing things. And I'm like, but on what platform? How does that happen? And so fast forward to 2017, when I met my now husband, it was like he showed me a whole world of being, yes, in business, in hospitality, being of service, creating impact. And that's when philanthropy came into my life of like, this restaurant is a platform for doing bigger, better things to help community and with other humans. So I guess that was the really big one. So for here, in this stage, I feel like I did a lot of developing in Alberta. And so for when I came here, I was like seasoned, ready to rock and roll. Let's make this happen, because I know tons of friends in business here. And their missions are really clear of what they're up to. And I'm like, okay, let's lock arms. Let's go do this together. And that would be kind of what the shifts were to my evolution.
Amazing. So why do you think it's so important for us to get together and collaborate? Like why do businesses seem to flourish when you have, you know, 2 or 3 come together and you really, why is that important? Or why do you think we should collaborate?
Yeah, I mean, we're not meant to do life alone.
Yeah.
We really aren't. And I've done life alone, and it's lonely, as we know. And I think we as leaders really need to set the example for the present and for the future.
Yeah.
So when we come together and we align and we can show people what's possible. Like I remember like when this all started 2 years ago and watching especially women in business coming together, even if they were doing the same thing, and watching them collaborate and be like these massive cheerleaders. And then also like working with a lot of men in business is like watching them kind of let their guard down a little bit. Like, oh, yeah, I guess I could do this. Yes, you can do this. And like, watch what the impact is, because people are watching. You know, back in May, I had an event and I had 2 amazing female leaders in the makeup industry, and they both spoke at the event. And people were like, whoa, watching the 2 of them come together, different offerings. One was sharing her journey, her walk, personally, professionally. The other one was sharing what she can offer alongside what she's doing as a makeup artist, which was tapping. She had the whole room tapping. But the respect that these 2 had for each other.
Yeah, like not competitors. Like most
my
people,
heart.
Yeah. I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. So
Miss Mac and Jenny.
Yeah, Missy Mac and Jenny McKinney. 2 very dear friends that I cherish deeply. And watching the 2 of them, just the respect that they have for one another, and showing the community that night that 2 exceptional women can come together and share. It was powerful. Like people came up and were like, whoa. And I'm like, yes, let's show more of this. Let's be all friends. Like I know we're different personalities. Everyone can't be friends with everyone. When you're especially in front of people, mentoring people, or a public figure, etc., we have a responsibility to be respectful to one another, to, just show up in a way that is kind.
Well, I think over the last, you've been here for 18 years, but I've really started to see you everywhere, and I think Kelowna is too. But are you still feeling like, you know, Kelowna, we try to be a big city, but it still feels like that small community, and it's amazing. But do you feel like you're still just every week or every other week, you're still making new connections?
All the time. Literally every single day. I will meet someone unless I'm staying at home and recharging. Yes, I always am. There are thousands of people here in our city that are here to teach us something, even if it's just to smile or say hello. So yes, I don't feel like I'm running out of a surplus of individuals to connect with, to create impact with. You will find what you need if you're seeking it, because what you're seeking is seeking you. We know that term. I can't remember who the amazing thought thinker is that, or thought leader, pardon me, who came up with that quote, but it really is waiting for you. So I don't feel like, oh, Kelowna is too small, because people do say it. Kelowna is what Kelowna is. There's tons of resources. And of course, if you want to expand and grow your wings, like our brand has expanded nationally, internationally. So it starts with the foundation.
So do you think you're going to be going into all these areas like in the States too, and trying to build other connections just all over the world? Or you're just trying to make sure that the communities out there all have this connection?
You got all the great questions today. She's fabulous. So When I think about this brand, and the vision is very clear and has been very clear for quite some time, it is literally, I envision humans wrapping their arms around this globe
Right.
and connecting with one another and creating that impact with our vision and mission and evolution in place. So, yes, I definitely see the growth, and the conversations are happening
Mm-hmm.
daily of the different areas that we are going to be evolving in, coming into, and it's exciting.
So exciting.
Yes.
So exciting.
Yes.
Amazing. So yeah, I guess to, end our video, I think we really want, I think what you're, I mean, message Anita, right? Like if let's say you're a young entrepreneur, I always look up to like Nikki's and all the women in entrepreneurship and men, but it's like when you're a young professional, it can be really scary out there. And I think people, like you said at the very start, you really just have to, you can't sit there and feel bad for yourself. You have to go out and with open arms make impact and or connection, and then you're going to make that impact, and it's like that ripple effect.
Absolutely.
So I mentor younger girls. It evolves, right? Like it's just a nice, beautiful
Yes.
thing to see. And then not only is it helping each other's businesses out, promoting each other, supporting each other, then what's amazing about Cologne is we all come back for like the community and where there's need or gaps, which I think you guys are all about too.
Yeah. And that is the thing is, and that's a big reason why we pair with incredible nonprofits as well, so that we can help them create the space for them. And just getting back to your one point of like, if you are not very extroverted and you are introverted, show up when you show up in the things that you believe in, your extrovert will shine through. If you're ready to take those steps, it's possible.
Yeah, to make connection.
It is very possible to make connection every single day.
Okay, awesome. I think before, we don't have any events right now promoting, but once we come into the fall, you're going to have lots of exciting things coming. So
September is the next event. We are just narrowing down the final dates. Once it's going to be later September. Okay. So next time we come together, I'll share it with you what's happening there. You can visit us on our website at wisdomwealthwellbeing.ca. You can find me also on Instagram at wisdomwealthwellbeing and Anita Parker Best Life. I am answering those DMs. I am
as fast as you can.
As fast as you can. Yes, absolutely. I will respond to you as quickly as I can. But I am there and ready to connect and chat with you.
Amazing. Well, I'm excited. Also, are you ever looking for, like, if you wanted to be a part of an event, like a sponsor or a business, or also that's another thing I don't even think of, but
that's a great, again.
Yeah.
I love it. Thank you. Yes, we are always looking to help highlight other businesses, and we do that through, you can be a sponsor, and there's so many different levels of sponsorship, whether it's nominal or whether it's with any kind of business product, etc. We are also looking for like venue spaces, things like that. So if you want to be a venue sponsor, you want to be a beverage sponsor, a food sponsor, swag bag sponsor, any of those things, that's available. Again, reach out to me in the DMs, Anita Best Life, or 3wb.Kelowna, I guess, is the local branch. That's important to know that too, Kelowna. So you can also find me there. So I'm happy to connect with you. And if you know an exceptional human that could offer such amazing wisdom for our community, let's definitely, there's opportunities to talk.
Speak,
speak, workshop, etc. That's all available.
Amazing. Well, I think Kelowna, make sure you're making connections that are impactful.
All right.
Have a great day.
Have a great day. Thank you.